I'm looking at the VRS.
Oh, that's the VRS.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
For the VRS, Astralis are a little bit further down, which is why it's important that they have a good event here.
Yes,
because they want to be a top 10 European team so they can lock themselves straight for that major. That's what season of 2025 is all about.
Well, you want to talk about VRS? I think Gamer Legion beating paiN is certainly going to help them out a lot.
Yes, indeed. As paiN need to be in a top 5 spot for the Americas.
Okay.
Now, they didn't look themselves, did they? Gun rounds, few and far between versus Ash's squad.
I really like this setup. Davideus is playing on-site with a flash ready to be reactive. You can see he's lining it up for the potential for the long. And now it is going to be utilized. Let's see what NameQZ can get done off the back of that flash. Absolutely nothing.
Ouch.
Oh, nice from Big Uzera. Gets one back. They are going to double, triple swing him, so he's in trouble. Going to throw out his smoke, but Device is just racking up headshots right now. That's his second contribution already.
Now, this is the map where Device can do some of his absolute best work. He had a classic Device round to finish off the third and deciding map against FlyQuest yesterday, just for survival. Snow!
Okay, one more. If you got it in you make the round interesting. It's fallen apart at the seams despite Device early double. Stown has to come up clutch, but he's got some port. Big Uzera puts the cherry on top. Double kill from him.
Snow is going to have to go through a lot of learnings. He had quite a quiet showing yesterday against Gamer Legion. And if one of the things that he ruminates with that, hey, I'm doing my best when I'm fired up, he's just brought that on the pistol round there, not only with the frags, but also the volume. So it is going to be important for paiN that he can contribute. He is a core factor. But imagine we could build a team. It'd be Snow, Rain, Icy, Frozen.
Oh, I see where you're going.
Who are we missing?
Snow, Rain, Icy, Frozen.
Something called Water?
Lake.
Lake. He just gets in there. Okay.
Kind of works. Frozen Lake.
Does. All right, well, this is a force buy back from the Danes. Gonna wait out the standard opening utility, so paiN Gaming will be able to garner this banana control. This was a map that they did have a tough time against Gamer Legion upon. It's where they had the back and forth forced by wars in the early stages, but then waylaid those economic woes.
So a great way to avoid that. You win this. Second round force buy from Astralis. It's Tech9's Deegs. And Big Uzera rather committed here.
Hasn't spread.
He's actually safe on Broom.
It might not get cleared now.
Turn a flash.
It won't get cleared.
Yeah, he's got a golden opportunity now. Snow going to try and bait them in. Spots confirms and reload to push. They didn't clear it, but second still, paiN gets it. Snow spotted on the retreat as well. paiN, he's not letting his foot off the gas. Smoke CT, and I tell a lie. He actually completely is. He wants to try and commit some resources into B. He just throws out the CT smoke, but his teammates are already immediately making good waves on A.
All the pressure on Kowers.
Yeah.
He's rotated over in time.
Just in time. His flash. Spots one at Abs as well, so a very
Time's
clear
the problem,
idea.
20 seconds.
They're going to wrap in. Pincer maneuver and clean again. Cadian found himself a second kill as well. Looking good. Stown takes a heavy lick, but another frag found it. Stat leaves it up to David. Oh, sorry. It's gonna happen. His name is Davideus, but for some reason he's called David
On the HUD.
Yeah, and I can't. I'm gonna sometimes say what I see. Believe it or not.
Maybe we could get our producer to investigate with tournament management as to why in the system it says David and not Davideus, because maybe he made a change and he didn't tell you.
I asked about it yesterday.
I know you did, but don't you like double checking?
Yeah, I do.
So the force by wars for paiN.
It's happening again. It's happened again.
Could be very troubling, couldn't it?
I can't help but feel that for Big Uzera, he's going to feel like he should have done a lot more there, even though it did happen quite quick. You know, like the first player pulled his crosshair wide and Cadian hit a banger.
Especially considering the Broom/Logs Molotov was meant to have cleared that. He really should have had one kill at a minimum. So struggle street for Big Uzera early. With the retained weapons, they've got something to work with once more. MP9s. Rally control to be taken quite swiftly. Cadian leading the charge again. Stown behind him and Stet joining the fray.
okay. You have to respect that util.
That's great, though. That's exactly what he'd hoped for. So forcing out what you already know is light util so early, that was coming out at a minute 33. So kaiDN did his job, and now they're pivoting straight towards A. Davide is aware of the potential for the pop. He's Davideus on the radar, but David on the scoreboard.
Yeah. Extra confusing. One and done. Device trades. Jumping short. Should be both. Oh, look how much damage Katowice has taken. Finished off by the Deeg, or rather the Tech 9, excuse me. And so, yeah, Big Uzera and Snow reside themselves to a rather lackluster save. Just an SMG for both of them.
Yeah, well, that's 2 rounds consecutively where that's had to be the fate for paiN Gaming. I don't think we'll see the full investment behind this into the next. So what is a 2-1 score? Likely to become 3-1. The Danes off to a very good start. And as mentioned yesterday, they had quite a laboured on the third map, but a back and forth series against that of FlyQuest. Train, they picked it. They got blown out. Moved forward within that series and were able to claw things back in a dominant fashion of their own design. It was a 13-7 victory on Ancient. And then Inferno, late in the piece, a bit of a slip-up, a little bit of a fumble, a little bit of an opportunity that Astralis took advantage of. FlyQuest losing out an anti-eco that ended up being the game.
I mean, MIBR beat Astralis 2-0. We just watched MIBR get eliminated. So Counter-Strike maths, paiN Gaming, surely the better Brazilian team. You know, this, if anything MIBR can do, paiN can do better, right?
Right.
Thank you, Chad. Appreciate that.
The proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, let's find out. Because at the moment, not going to lie, strong T start. You lose the pistol, you win the second round force, and now you're up against 2 saved MP9s.
They're going straight towards A. This is very direct.
And very well informed. Whether or not they commit remains to be seen, but it is a solo A defender right now. An unarmored dual Beretta for Katowice.
Not an enviable task.
No. At least you get 30 bullets to have a go.
That's information. They should accelerate in towards A right now. Stown has knowledge of at least one more. Make it 2.
Sharp.
And he saw, I would guarantee, the last 3. So the information should flow. Stare should be able to go into the site, plant the bomb, and the rotation point's covered off. Device in CT spawn to deal with them if they rotate back. Yabby over towards bench if they head on forward.
And they want to take that AK away. They don't want Snow to bring anything through.
Oh, especially when you have a FAMAS, an MP9 and a MAC-10, you can risk all of that. You don't even have to worry about the bomb, because if you trust Stown, which kaiDN might have a hard time doing, they're all in banana.
Oh, that's... Well, very flashed players. That's what that was. Everyone's screen was wiped for a moment.
So to find Snow. Snow White.
Yeah, let's see if he takes a bite of that poisoned apple. Because here comes the Wicked Witches. The evil queen of Yabby. Not going to clear Dark yet, but I think he's a dead man! Oh, just before the time. Loses out on a Yako Kev kit, everything he had taken away from him. Astralis 3, paiN 1. Time to get the guns out.
And in case anybody is curious, we are playing on the pre-FAMAS buff.
Yes.
I do believe tomorrow when Stage 2 kicks off, we will be on the most current patch. So you'll get to see the nerfed MP9 and the buffed FAMAS, as well as the cheaper A4 in the mix. But for now, this is what you got.
I see the logic as well in the MP9 nerf, given it served such a decent purpose at range as well. Players have gotten very good at those little kind of
laser beam bursts.
Laser beamy bursts. 3 bullets straight to their head can do an awful lot of damage at a range the SMG probably isn't supposed to. And synchronized with the FAMAS buff, I suspect over time we'll be seeing a few less MP9s.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. And I'm sure these teams have been practicing with the weapons as is, as opposed to what they're playing on right now within the patch. But who knows? I've been wrong before, I'll be wrong again. 3-player B start, Davideus, Big Uzera, and Snow. One of the things the analysts, Josh and Yanko, or Steel, for those of you, I know him like that, we're talking about when they play 3B, they don't tend to go for the full banana control. If I was remembering rightly what they said, which often, hopefully I'm bang on, and that was the case. They started 3B, they didn't go all in.
It's the logic there that you you're playing, you want them to come into your side.
I can't speak to the logic there. Okay. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Normally you start 3B to get banana control.
Right. Interesting. So that's a quirk. And we are going to see Davideus cheat back over after the initial adventure of utility.
And they're not playing anybody brackets or over towards long side, so completely devout of vision. That was another one of the critiques of paiN CT side.
They have no
playing far enough forward.
They have no info top banana. From the Inferno school of Counter-Strike, that does imply they're up Struggle Street. And that was not their last smoke. Penultimate smoke from Big Uzera and from paiN.
Stairs here, he could actually break this and they could waltz on in.
Yeah, so
Often smoke landing, CT as well. That one's deployed.
Very early re-smoke as well. That was all they've got. Can still nade it. Oh! Still hits one. Finishes off kadiAN. A lot of pressure on Snow. Full focus. Gets downstairs through the smoke. Double swing. He has got the mag in. Ooh, damage. Down gets away with it. Device the one to put him down.
Oh dear.
Yeah, not a bad timing on this from Yabi. Katowice none the wiser.
Well, that's very curious. Oh, now the sound evade and the lack of head armor shredded.
Maybe?
Only one player on the site. You need to get a move on.
Oh, NQZ, good awareness.
Sounds low.
He's in a lot of trouble to defend this bomb.
I think he's banana.
Two-man retake. It does get overlooked. Look at the trigger disc. Oh, rough go of things there. An opportunity presented itself. He had the discipline, but didn't quite stabilize with such few in the chamber. Had to be very precise. Double kill for Davideus as paiN find their second.
Yeah, not a fun situation to find yourself in. Curious as well because they feel like they had time to set up for the post plant.
Uzera's done well to find one given the exposed, the nade caught him off guard.
Just curious if reload didn't come in there. Regardless, I don't know how much of a difference it would have made, but paiN Gaming draw it back to just a one-round game. AWP out for Device. Same can't be said for NQZ on the other side of the server. 3 players, upset commit, and Device is one of them with the AWP.
That Davideus smoke lands just as the T's arrive towards barrels. Very effective to slow their crawl up banana.
Curious to see how Device gets activated in this round. He's in window with the AWP, so up close and personal. I guess you're allowed this when you know that the team doesn't tend to play on brackets or in halls too much. You can take these type of liberties with the AWP.
Yeah, it's certainly going to catch you off guard so early into the piece if you do start walking up short. Just smoked out Balk. It's like 2/3 long smoke as well. Isolates the arch player, plays ahead of it, into it now. Davideus in trouble. Molly will spread. Davideus has to just peek into Yabi, and it's a nice conversion of an opening kill. The Dane's upper man, burning a lot of damage inflicted just by virtue of trying to take the space. Layering to this, Big Uzera flashed in. Swings through, spots 3, can't adjust, can't find him. The smoke completely obfuscates the 3 of them. Spam does not connect. 30 seconds though, it's getting a little high pressure for Astralis. It needs a few more to break through. NQZ stubborn, Big Uzera onto stair. It's kadiAN and Stown that put it together. And Device finishes off the team ace for a 4th.
Kills came to them from the rotation there, so by wrapping around, it puts the B players in a position where, hey, we're going to have to force the fight, try and stop them here. We don't want them to get to our side players. Then they just grab it all, they take it all, and lock this one down. Final kill for that Device AWP, which I was asking how's it going to get activated in the round? Well, with the final kill. And Rix, he is feeling the pain, as he has called the first tactical timeout for the Brazilians. Right now, their money is in the bin. Lost bonus towards the bottom of the barrel. They are going to have to be finding themselves in a save scenario as Rugger, with a hand on the back of the chair, the eye contact.
It's always an interesting, you know, I guess it's personal preference, but calling the timeout into the eco always feels a little, like, redundant. At least from where I'm sitting. Obviously, I'm not.
Well, here's a few things that we can't be aware of, right? In the sense of how that round shook out. Maybe there was some quarrels.
Oh, fair.
Maybe there was some disagreements in what just unfolded there, and they were just debriefing, making sure. Right. Look, I'm speculating completely. I have absolutely no idea.
But it's nice to kind of hear the potential reasons as to why. It's not something I had considered.
Because the reason that you're pointing out is a key one. It's like, all right, well, you're not going to be able to do anything this round anyway.
You can have the chat.
Exactly. So, like, what's the point of this timeout? Why don't you use it next when everyone's more focused with the rifles in your hands and you see just exactly how much money you have?
But, you know, if it's fresh in everyone's mind upon reflection, you know, it makes sense for the coach to step in if there's something he's perhaps hearing in the comms or something he wants to make clear.
It's felt pretty direct from Astralis in all of these rounds, right? They've been taking liberties with the space that they know is available to them. They force out the U2 early, so they're applying a lot of pressure to paiN. And you've touched on it, but if you don't have banana control or brackets control, you're essentially having to just sit in the dark and potentially gamble. It's like, okay, which side are we going to stack? We don't know where they're going to hit until it's too late. And then at that point, you're relying... Team flashed a couple of times there. The site is clear. But you're relying on your individuals to multi-kill. Now, look, it's the CT side, so you'd hope you've got a little bit more of a ability to do that on that side of the map, but it's not always going to pan out that way.
This one could very well be 5 alive for either side. I don't think it's in Yabi's best interest to move from his hidey hole, and for the guy who's boosted up, it also feels like a bit of a death sentence as soon as you make that sound cue. So we might have a straight pacifist round.
Yep, the Unicorn, it's out to play. Just taking a look again at the teams who are awaiting within Stage 2. Now, we touched on a bunch of those names already if you were catching us for the tail end of the Virtus Pro game. But Spirit, G2, Na'Vi, Vitality, FaZe, Mouse, the Mongols, and Falcons. Those are the 8 teams who are immediately through to stage number 2. Then we've had the likes of Eternal Fire, Furia, Virtus Pro, 3D Max, Big, Gamer Legion. They've all been able to snatch qualification so far, and there are 2 games running simultaneously. Harry and Hugo are bringing you the action on the main stream. That's Liquid taking on Wildcard. I want to say it's a domestic derby, but it's teams who have quite split. Liquid, as far as the VRS are concerned, are representing Asia and America, and Wildcard are Europe and America. So pick your poison on any given day of the week. But the eco's done, and we're back underway. Now they're playing on mid.
Look at Device taking early apps fights with a scope. Fair enough. I mean, clearly the scouting report dictates apps is unoccupied.
If he posts up and gets the line to Moto, he can punish Davideus when he has to rotate back.
Just like that. Just like that. He's posted.
Katowice can smoke it. Okay, well, the Molly does the job too. And that's great. That's a little detail. People might be aware with a similar fight that people go for on Mirage. You go Palace with the AWP and you go towards jungle. You smoke window. The guy leaves jungle straight into the AWP. Sorry, leaves window straight into the AWP. Banana control and brackets control and plenty of time on the clock.
Snow and Big Uzera's B duo. Let's see how they handle proceedings in this one. Still got ample utility. Oh. Okay, well, Snow's thrown out his smoke, felt the pressure. He'll have about 30 seconds upon the fade of that. CT smoke to keep the boots planted.
And NQZ and Davideus are both cheating over Arch side. Davideus is even rotating. This looks way too simple for Astralis to call the bluff on a lot of this.
I mean, NQZ's going to be calling for backup.
Oh, nice shot.
Missed the first. Not going to make the same mistake on the second. Even tags up Yabi on bounce for that third. Gadian, though, breaks into the site. Strings together the double necessary. Save. Davideus already piecing out. Mission accomplished. Cadian secures that one for the boys of Astralis.
Another opening kill there for Cadian. That's going to be his second so far. Had one, what was it, the Tech 9 on Banana, which was in the Force by Wars on the early stages of this one. Round number 2. Nice shot from NQZ. It's running very light on ammo, places to hide, and, well, couldn't see a damn thing. Now, I don't know. paiN must know what they're lacking. They're lacking information.
Which is...
You're just getting executed upon.
What an integral ingredient.
And this is a 101 of Inferno, so I suppose it makes sense on why we've seen the map choice of Astralis take us here.
Yeah, I mean, if you were paiN Gaming right now, I'm sure the answers need to be coming to you now. It's not like it's a mystery as to how Astralis have come in so dominant here.
Well, if you just watch that from Davideus' perspective, you can see how miserable the round is.
Yeah.
No information, no information, no information. Oh, they think it might be a B execute. Right now they're calling from intuition. They're making a prediction.
They've said, we've got no smoke. I'm smoked CT.
You start cheating over. Execute comes in towards A. You go to rotate back. Everybody's dead.
Oh, that's a start. A very strong start for paiN, but it doesn't mean it's going to be Device to get the opener?
Yeah, okay. Well, he's allowed cadiaN to take the ult for this one. So Device with the spawn runs up, gets the opening kill.
Respect.
But this is still tough.
I am the AWPer now.
This is going to be one of the tougher rounds for Astralis. I know that it doesn't look great, but at least they're playing on mid. AK here on Davideus. Bogdan's Law. Oh, you have to assume at some point Astralis they're going to play on middle. 3/4 smoke means nothing. Katowice and Davideus know that. Hoping it forces a reaction in Palace. It's not Palace, it's Apartments. We're not playing at Mirage or down Banana into Stown Zort, but it has freed up Snow.
I mean, yeah, Snow's got a lot of work to do if they were to head B. 10 HP to defend that side, but looks like, fortunately...
Well, Katowice left too.
Oh. Davideus, good for it. Necessary frag, a second too much of an ask, and long range 5-7, not the weapon for the task. NQZ. Snow, an impossible 1v2.
That's dicey for a moment. Katowice had no idea that he was there. They knew that he was long side. He'd already gotten in towards the site. So Katowice could have really been the difference maker in that one. And Astralis, again, just letting paiN stew in their own juices, throw out some utility. Again, there's question marks. Davideus is left to his own devices. Speaking of devices, there's the entry and there's the trade. And that was really the action. At this moment, nobody swings for a moment. But cadiaN's had some really good rifling moments in this one. An important follow through. And a 7th, Astralis running away with this first half of play. And rifle rounds for paiN Gaming, few and far between yet again. You compound the Gamer Legion match onto how this one is starting. Single digits counted on one hand.
Terrorists win.
Our translators will let us know. We obviously have a lot of Danes in the chat right now. So what does Stown say? It's a new game show we're running around here. We're doing it at the LED wall laid up.
Like, I'll tell you what that felt like. That was kind of, it just felt like kind of, you know, jovial banter about your opponents. Like, oh, I don't know what they're doing. They did this and this, and it's going so well for them.
I agree. That did feel like the sentiment. They're playing on mid. They're still kind of playing on mid.
Okay. There's a change. It's NQZ and Davideus on the long side. Snow's actually got banana. They've got banana and brackets control simultaneously, Chad.
Holy moly, how have they done that?
I don't know. It's crazy.
30 HP, and then I thought, what? That's what he said.
Okay. Thought Snow was going for a smoke push there. A one-man solo B holder pushing for the first fight. Okay. Utility given to Stown. It was an extra Molotov.
Look at their HP though. Not harassed, haven't taken any nade damage, still got a bunch of utility themselves. A minute on the clock. Another one lands sure. That's only going to buy you until about the 40-second mark. Now we're talking a HE and a flashbang. That's all that is going to be remaining. And they push them off banana.
With very little resources. Good flashbang, forces off the AWP. Oh, we needed that. Great shot from Snow. Removes cadiaN, seizes an advantage that he could extend, but unable to finish him. Stown gets away on just a scrap of HP.
Well, they're going A. Yabby out apartments and 3 up the guts.
How did this two-man setup? Balcon pit.
Yabby saw the head.
Yabby going to be overlooking Katowice on the corner though. Nice team play for the first. Nice shot back. The AWP connects. Katowice stubborn on the side. He's got support again. Davideus is there. Arrives just in time.
En ellers, begynder at gå A ved B første gang der.
Ja. De 2 B der. Men Movistar Mini igen, bare for at få lidt med.
Du tager din.
Can't believe Movistar Riders have still got impact.
They got to mention. I think Yabby just saw the top of Big Azur's head in pit, and that's why he's beelined it, thinking it was Katowice. because the AWP was over towards B. Snow got a kill. Big Azura tends to be the B defender.
Right.
So just piecing that one together. Color by Numbers Counter-Strike coming back to bite Yabby on that one. Unfortunate stuff as Raga will get on the mic for the first tactical timeout. Maybe he knows that Movistar Riders have gone one way and one way fast and doesn't like the sound of that strat. Yeah, there is no AWP on the board. It will be 5 AK-47s as far as the investments are concerned going into round number 11. 7 is good for Astralis.
Movistar.
8 is better, and 9 is fantastic.
Movistar Mini. Were they the guys that were doing those weird smokes that enabled you to drop into pit? Maybe.
I don't know. It's probably more to just do with a round opener than a finisher. And it's probably from the Movistar that made it to the stages, not the one that I remember from recent history.
Oh, that's awkward for NQZ. He takes a beating. Oh, not a team nade. Oh, horrible. It could still be rectified.
Snow's trying to clear the smoke to help them and ends up taking him out.
I mean, he was really warming himself up in that Molotov. I can understand why he doesn't want to try and go get flashed on his retreat, tries to play anti for a moment. Kawa's dead. Round soon to be over unless Davideus can get another one. Smoked off now, has to play for his rotation of Snow.
Yeah, I know it's a good round when the enemy's helping you. As
leaving, okay.
Yep, they'll be saving.
Yep.
Or they'll be trying to. Astralis should be let off the leash. After a certain amount of time has transpired, I think that paiN should call them into the hunt just to make the last round of play the easiest as possible. As soon as you've established, hey, they're actually not coming for it, there's no steps, there's no spam, and there's no chance, try and take this away if you can. You may as well have a look. There's residual cash on almost everybody of Astralis. So this Inferno is going exactly as they would have hoped. Doesn't look like they will opt for the chase. Just happy to keep on singing by the hymn sheet because, well, actually, it doesn't matter what they have. They can barely win a round.
Terrorists win.
They did win that round where they had brackets and top banana control, though.
Nice.
Didn't they? Was that not the last one? 3 alive. Yeah, Davideus
NQZ was top banana. Got the kill with the AWP. And then they rotated up short and they didn't get past. They got kind of crossfired. And it's Yabby coming out looking for Big Azura and Pit. Kawa's getting the free kill.
That was the one. Well, I mean, 8-4 is more workable than 9-3. I can say that with certainty. Let's see if this last round is anything to celebrate for paiN Gaming. It has been paiN struggling on their CT side. Starting in that boiler room, going to have a clash, but the flash from Stair could set him up for success.
So
beautiful team play. Despite that, still catches the dink, so fair play. Crosshair was in the right place from Katowice. Still the opening goes the way of Astralis.
Look at this. Radar top left of the screen. If they just execute B, it's just Snow and he's not even playing in the sight. Long smoke lands. Davideus denied vision. Snow uses a piece of utility. Device was going back to spawn to pick up a couple of extra flashes, so that's going to help facilitate this B execute. Yabby's just going to deal with any of the potential pushes out boiler and down mid, and they'll go for a 4-player execute in towards the B bomb site. Davideus is rotated over in time. He has a flash that could land perfectly to set up Snow, who's currently playing towards Emo.
Davideus and Snow for their honor of a 4th. Stare on the warpath. Spots out the elbow of Snow. Now noted, and it's not enough of a distraction. Davideus empty-handed. Snow just the one. A 9th round guaranteed. NQZ presented with an impossible task. And so it shall be just as comfortable as that. Inferno flying by the wayside of paiN Gaming. They are in trouble in the first map of this series. 9-3, Astralis very comfortable, at least on their attack. We have swapped sides. Astralis take to the defense as paiN Gaming see if they can match the 9 rounds outputted by the Danes. This is, of course, another do-or-die match. paiN Gaming and Astralis have both conceded 1 and 1-1. Let's see how today fares for these guys. So far, not so good. Good to see Snow and Davideus online. They are the 2 hardest hitters so far for paiN, but what does that mean if you've only accrued 3 rounds? Diddly squat.
And one of those 3 was the pistol round. And they make it 2 from 2.
He's playing a cheeky one here. You can't see his head, but he gets that information. He's going to try and rot the clock in this solo B stance.
Are they going to come fast down middle on the flank? So Device just needs to stay alive for as long as possible. If he smokes to block, it'll actually block his teammates' rotation in for the retake. Oh, he didn't land that one.
Yeah,
he didn't land that one at all.
Rude.
So look at this. Now kaiDN and Stown are going to come up banana, and they're going to be smoked off by what Device just threw.
Bomb has been planted.
Good catch. Not so good for Astralis' chances of taking this pistol. Yabi, clean conversion from Katowice. Catches his arrival ruins. Seems like this one's already said and done.
I just hold on to the Kevlar at this point, and then when we're in the new patch, you'll actually be able to buy a FAMAS in the next round.
Yeah, 1950.
Yeah.
Bang.
It's 1900 loss bonus, and if you only buy Kevlar, you have 100.
Don't buy a decoy.
Yeah, well,
A pistol.
I know you still have enough.
You would still.
Yeah.
You would.
Yeah, you'd have a.
100 bucks.
Yeah. Ooh. Hey!
Olé!
Triple kill from him. He's actually going to be able to drop a Silence Stem 4 now if they choose to force. So he could drop a Silence Stem 4 to stare. Look at me. Slept in economics, but Counter-Strike Bass. Let's battle.
A satisfying 3 from kaiDN as he gets himself an extra $900.
He has actually dropped the Silence Stem 4, but not to stare. He's given it to Yabi. Yabi with the head armor, stare with an MP9. kaiDN gets donated to Deagle. And Stown and Device with their donations. So how bad is paiN's luck?
Not on the newest patch. For those of you concerned, that is going to be happening tomorrow. Stage 2 of IEM Katowice will be transitioning into the current patch.
I swear we said that when we prefaced.
We did, but just for those that maybe have just missed it. Big Zero shows face very early on.
You need them to go B, Astralis, or they'll just be saving. So this A defense out of kaiDN and Stown needs to push them away. Now the fact that they've blocked early, that could be read into, right? It's like, wait, hold up, why are they blocking B? Are they trying to force us to go A? Well, well, well.
Okay, well, there's another smoke, so kaiDN's position indicated.
I think going up Porch, the only problem I see for paiN is there's no Molotov for Bike, which would tend to be one of the tougher type of positions. So investigating B now is Davideus, and okay, now you definitely go away. Stown, if you don't get a kill or 2, this round is over and paiN will convert.
Okay, well, he's done that. Katowice loses his head to the dig, and kaiDN does the same. Glass Cannon Deagle, headshot to a fully armored AK. Brutal. Still tough, Stown. He's doing it all for the boys of Astralis. Only NQZ stands in a 1 versus 4. He brings down that pit player, and now we'll get the bomb down. 1 versus 3 is asking so much of him.
Pretty much contained to sight.
He's behind his own smoke. Fades and deleted by Device. Stunning round from Astralis. They pull that one off convincingly.
And a bit of a preview there from production of what paiN might be seeing very soon. The highway on the way home, back to the hotel. Both pistols lose to both 4 spies. Something is not quite clicking in the paiN camp. Their opening showing against Virtus.pro was great, but they are having a very tough time against Gamer Legion and now Astralis, who are looking for a redemption arc of form. As paiN, they get the bomb down, and they attempt to extend play. All in, Tech9s, a Galil, and Util. 3 up second mid sharply. Oh, big nade damage.
Yeah, that hurts. kaiDN walking. 41 points of health. 4 Tech-9s and a Galil.
They've actually been given a bit of banana space. The fact that it's a half-wall smoke that has been erected by Astralis tells you that they don't know just how much room paiN had. So now they're gifted halfway up. So Big Zero will tuck himself in behind the half-wall. Snow, being highlighted here by the obs, is in Boiler and Hall. So both options are available for the finish. And this time, if they did want to head to... Oh, I was going to say they would have had that Molotov for pit. Now they just have to run on in. No HEs either.
Yeah, and Stair's done very well there. Controls his spray. Device chips in.
It doesn't feel like it should be a luxury to have nades for pit, especially if you are Astralis. You're setting up for an anti-force. So a strong position is rifles from pit against lesser weapons. Sure, a deagle could lop your head off, but you're still willing to take that type of an exchange. So the fact they don't have double HEs or they don't have a Molotov left over. kadian is here to support Yabby. Guess he takes first contact on the cross and then Yabby activates.
Okay, well, there's the distraction. Now where's the destruction? Yabby gets it, and a second. Not too easy. NQZ gives him a chance here, at least to get the bomb down, but he's getting run at. Good work. Survives kadian's test. Still, though, a 1 versus 3 for NQZ. It's Groundhog Day for him here, and it's slightly different result. A bit more threatening, but it's an Astralis round all the same. At this point, the conversation only is about rounds for paiN. Distinct lack of them.
I guess you just forced by yourself into the finish of this map.
Right.
Bomb went down again. I swear we had the same conversation against Gamer Legion yesterday. It was, okay, so sure, you could eco now, but then you would give them 12, and then you had to win, I think it was 9 in a row yesterday. It would only be 8 in a row this time.
Oh, well, in that case.
It's much more manageable. But you should just force. Well, they're not. They're just going to go hero AK. I guess it's still playing by what they would do regardless of scoreline. So, in a way, that's respectable. Right?
Yeah. It's not a gimme, you know? It's at least we've got something to work with. The deagle can find a headshot. NQZ, actually, the only rifle in Kevlar goes down first. So, maybe it hasn't got any legs after all.
Legless. No, don't. You did it yesterday. I don't want to hear about Lord of the Rings.
What else doesn't have legs?
Someone who's drunk?
Yeah, an amoeba.
Okay.
Snakes.
Snakes don't have legs, that's true.
Worms.
Also true.
Have you heard of worm growing?
Whales don't have legs.
Whales. Oh, we didn't even touch aquatic life. What was I thinking?
What in the... Well,
octopus.
Octopi. They have 8 legs. They make up for everybody else. kadian's on his own, Alex.
He is.
Guys.
And they're probably going through that, right? You've got pistols. You don't know that...
You got to flash and pop and go.
Yeah. Yabby's arrived in time, though. So it will not just be kadian on his own. And even Device is kind of half-cheated. He'll be able to get there quickly. From the speedway. 30 seconds, lads. It's playing the fade. Yabby's got God Flash cocked. Flash up. Perfectly timed. Perfect flashbang from Yabby. And he gets 2 as well, controlling the spray. And now kadian just popping their heads like cherry tomatoes. Just as easy as that. Damn, Device. That looked a bit naughty, actually, that last one.
A bit naughty?
Yeah, it looked like he knew where he was. Looked like he was looking through the walls, Chad.
Well, they did know where he was.
Admin.
They knew he was.
Admin.
He was having a little bit of a splash. NQZ gets to operate in the final round of the first map. Okay, hold up. We'll do good news, bad news again.
Oh, yeah? What, the sandwich?
The bad news is paiN are about to be 1 map down.
Okay.
The good news is this Astralis roster have never won Dust2, and that's paiN's choice.
paiN Gaming fans rejoice. That's...
It's just bring it down. They're bullying them. This is bullying?
You don't take those fights against a team you think you're the same skill level as, do you?
No. You've only managed 5 opening kills this entire map, paiN.
They are getting their ass handed to them. Nice from Katowice. He was transferred there.
Oh, the nade.
Look at the health. Katowice 1 point of health to work with. NQZ just a scrap at 19. Stair, though. Oh, still takes 1. Finds Katowice on the uncrouch.
Well, they should go for this retake now.
They likely will. Incendiary gets him down! It actually burns perfectly. paiN finishes off NQZ. This is really the last round of Inferno. Bleak, Davideus got the 1v2 to work on. Bringing the fight up Graveyard. Trying to catch and punish those smoke pushes. You can see he's got the first lined up for him to swing through. Lovely shooting. Davideus extends play.
Nothing to celebrate as he does add another clutch, another impact round to his tally of the event so far. Well, that's the first brick in the wall. Well played from Davideus, playing on the cusp of the smoke there. Snow likes the way that one feels. So round at a time, you'll need another one of those on the trot to break the finances of the Danes. Device's AWP is out, peeking down mid yet again, and this time flashed off the line.
He actually gets a chance at 3 back-to-back openers down mid. Missed his chance this time. Katowice quick about this. Lining up for his porch molly.
Curious what Stair saw on the circle jump. If they explode into A, the bomb still T-Stairs. This could still go quite wrong for paiN.
It's a bit backwards.
Someone's forgotten the package, or was it just pressure? Because they are looking to backpedal.
It's forced a huge rotation, so if that was the plan, it's working.
Well, there was so much pressure. And now paiN is the one who has bodies coming his way.
Look at the reaction. The penny has dropped. paiN summons Device and Stown back to the B bomb site. And the AWP already posted, so this could go very well for Astralis.
It's going to get smoked off.
Unless someone brave enough to swing, or foolish enough, I should say, to swing before the smoke. Oh, good flash. That works. That does 2 for paiN, though. He needs to reload, gets out. Nice from Davideus back, removes paiN. They are into the site.
Yeah, and Device can't contribute. Smoked off for now, so needs to allow the rotation to head on over. Yavi doesn't completely believe it, thinks there's still a lurk. He's going to be the late and last piece to join Stown, Stair, and Device. Diffuse kit, I see 1. Stair has that. Flash for Yavi to try and initiate this. Would be 3 through coffins.
Yeah, I mean, bare bones with single flash, so I guess he's just going to flash this 3-man push. It better be one hell of a flashbang. Not blind is Davideus. Time on their side as this pursuit of a 6th round continues. Right down to the final few seconds. Nice shooting. Great from Davideus. Finds 3. And Device's AWP. He's not getting away with this one, is he?
Oh,
No, sir. No, sorry. P2K headshot. Device a P2K subscriber. I thought it was just Woxic and I, you know? There's other cool cats.
With right hands can use P2Ks as well. It's not mandated. Is taking a look at the scoreboards right now. 16 for paiN and 16 for Device. So the two of them are the ones finding the lion's share of contributions as far as the kill tally is concerned. And as mentioned, winning this round consecutively for paiN would have broken the finances, and it has done exactly that. Device has a flash, but that's the only point of investment for Astralis to work with into round number 19. So a chance for paiN to draw this yet a round closer. Part of this cosmetic comeback, or is it very, very real? Scoreline reaffirming surgery?
Surgery?
Well, it's going to have to be clinical.
Oh, I see. Yes. Get your gloves on. Oh, that looks a bit too scary. Yeah, backing away is Biguzera. Oh, and now NQZ didn't finish off the hunt, and now you're blind, and Biguzera's fine. Momentarily scary. It's very costly.
Sound's going to win this.
They have to get the bomb. They have to get past Stown. Is he really going to be able to pull the trigger first? It was Snow versus Stown, some of the best aimers we've got in this server.
I got my 4-letter S words mixed up, so... Oh, Stown's 5. Yeah, it did look a little bit risque here, didn't it? Good flash. Initial kill comes in, then just swinging wide. Stown drawing the crosshair, hunting them down. And Rugger, I think he's had enough of this. Let's get this one done and dusted. So what advice is the coach of Astralis offering? Device has invested with a silenced M4 Kevlar, and he's just sold back.
Okay,
Now,
conversation.
I think there's a few points for this because they wouldn't have the fullest of buys, which would mean util with all the rifles and defuse kits. So they're going to go for a little bit of a gimmicky maneuver right now. They're going to half invest. Next round with the loss bonus in their favor, going to offer up 2,900. They can get the full rifles out as long as everybody manages the books, as Rugger will have advised.
And something that's even stronger about a buy like this as well is that your opponents, you're not going to be playing the same. They can't anticipate 3 EMP9s and a flashbang. It's not what they're expecting. That element of surprise though.
Oh, rushing straight into it.
Yeah, they are. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, now the jig is up. The penny drops. The MP9s drop bodies. 3 down. Oh, and paiN Gaming. Full foul to this cheeky call out of Rugger. That's one way to get the job done. Coach just calls the timeout, calls the half investment, and that is how paiN Gaming fall and succumb to Astralis on map 1.
They finished the series against FlyQuest yesterday with a win on Inferno, and now they start the very same way against paiN Gaming. Dust2 up next, a map that is a... You should be. But I was saying they shouldn't throw things on him.
Don't do that.
Then it was pause, be nice to Device.
Okay, got it. No, I'm there now. There now, and paiN versus Astralis continues on map 2. Dust2, and just before we left you, at the end of our first map, Chad highlighted that this has not been won by Astralis once with this roster so far.
Yeah, they've changed up some of their holds, so kaiN gets to play the mid to B. Stair takes the long anchor position. Be locking down B, and well, lower tunnels, we look have a duel. Davideus in the dirt as Device. Not so nice.
A duel with the jewel.
Slaps him in the face with the white glove. Well, they're out long.
And he's out of there. Stair does tuck in time.
We can break this.
They're ahead of that.
We used it deep.
Yeah, okay, swing.
Whee!
That's not gone great. Equalizing frag found. Banger from Katowice. Device puts him down. Gandalf occupied. They are up on the site. Bigazera has the bomb on his back. Snow tucks Goose. NQC trying to provide covering fire from that car position. He will hold the elevator push here. Spots him. What a shot that is as immediate deletion. kaiN finds another onto Bigazera, and Device a flying dual Beretta to finish off his triple.
And a very important pistol. For Astralis, this is their opponent's map choice. They didn't win a pistol on map number 1, and they get to start on such a forward footing. With the bomb not going down, it means the force buy for paiN seems very unlikely. So he can use this time to talk you through, as mentioned, the Astralis CT setup. So Yabi B, kaiN will complement him. I think that's a good change because having kaiN anchor long doesn't make sense for someone who was a primary AWPer in the last team. Having him as the secondary B player means he can secondary AWP, and then when it becomes spawn-based, if they're running double AWP setups, him and Device can go wherever, right? Maybe kaiN gets the long spawn, he can take the pick. Maybe Device wants to head over towards B, so they can keep it a bit more fluid. And I like that flexibility for them. So stair anchoring long, down as the rotating rifler, very good for an individual like him. Will have to make a lot of on-the-fly decisions, and then Device will be that A AWPer. As far as paiN Gaming on their T side is concerned, their defaults will have Snow well, no, Snow definitely, but then Bigazera and or Davideus, depending on the round that is being called, heading over towards the tunnels. Cows will be outside long, and then NQZ as the AWPer will be here, there, everywhere. And they like to do a lot of suicide boost, which is pretty standard with the AWPer. You'll see them lob out the mid-door smoke from suicide as well as the cat molly. Stair, he'll play into the fight. Smoke lands perfectly. Katowice has a choice. He runs into it. Speaking of running, they keep running and gunning. Just 2 more to find. And that is a clean sweep. Something else that Astralis have liked over history on Dust2 is some Aggie moves, right? They like doing these things where they get up cat fast, they'll creep up catwalk, a player from short will flash over the big wall to flash them outside long as they're posturing. So a lot of these details to keep in mind as we are about to get the first rifle round underway.
A double dip of the scout for NQZ. And it's resulted in a nice start. Tag onto Yabi.
Oh,
not far off of kaiN pushing lower. He'll just throw the nade. He's hoping that will just delay them. It did do some chip damage onto Snow as well. But that's going to slow you down if you were progressing upper. Bigazera starting to try and investigate and clear that out now. Stair has this long control. You can see a re-smoke on doors thrown out now by the paiN Gaming side.
Now, one of the keys for paiN in 2025 so far was the match they had against Na'Vi. That was a 3-mapper, and Dust2 was one of those maps. It was a barn burner. It was down to the wire. But one of the things that Na'Vi did in that series, they played a lot of close cat and just constantly blocked right here in front of you where you see Davideus is coming from. So as part of their default, that's where Na'Vi were channeling the smokes to slow down paiN. So we'll have to see if Astralis have watched that demo and decided to take a page out of the book. Shooting with the shadow. Oh, we're taking the fight. Look at that.
Stown has thrown that from way downtown. He's on ramp. One hell of a throw.
But they know that is the long individual gone, so Stair could even be liberated to go for a push. I was going to say later in the round, but we're already at 40 seconds. Choices limited for paiN now. Might have to be a bit mid to B split.
Yeah, and that's where Stown has kind of hedged his bets towards. You'll be hearing the steps. Relaying the information, kadian will jump towards that window, but with only an MP9, he kind of has to see them commit. Yabi's going to be exposed here. Dangerous game being played, and same could be set for Stown. Pushes the smoke, only one. Couldn't finish the transfer. kadian overlooked for one back. Right. No, good entries into the site. Yabi still contributes long range with the MP9, and bomb planted. Can NQZ convert a clutch? Don't seem to think so. He's been spotted out already. So his days are numbered. It's a lovely finish from Device.
Yeah, cheeky. Stair spots him. Device finds him.
Just a little burst through the doors. 3-0. Team Ace from Astralis to keep their win streak going.
Now, I was talking about jumping up cat and then flashing Karyad from there. As you mentioned, Stown's done that to allow Stair to have an isolated 1v1, and here's the cheeky little moment from Device. He's just trying to keep attention. Even gets the kill, gets himself an AK, and gets to drop that for one of his teammates into the AWP for Device. paiN with a partial. NQZ scout out again. Oh, and kadian, he's into lower tunnels, so Device's AWP has made this a possibility. Stown will contribute to this trio of middle.
It's a brave move to make when you know there might be like Tech 9s or something lighter and quicker in your opponent's arsenal, but it does give you a whole lot of information, not hearing anything upper.
And it means that you can stop them from getting lower tunnels control or short control for an execute.
They're coming out long. Stair. Oh, mistimed on that. Nice catch from Katowice, and now Davideus has built a whole round out of it by finding another. kadian down, AK falls into enemy hands. Someone from Astralis has to step up to stem the bleed because they're already on the site. The bomb isn't, but they are. Katowice and Snow have gotten across.
This should be a save, and that's if it's going to be allowed by Davideus, who's currently in the upper tunnels. So as they do batten down the hatches towards B, Davideus might hear some steps and call them in. But, he's actually going to hunt right now. Okay, I think that as far as paiN are concerned, they should just pick up whatever rifles they can and be done with this. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch it. I'm going to ask our production team right now if we can get that from Stair's perspective again and slow it down. Because what I think he turned from was actually a smoke being thrown from downtown for crossover, which normally you throw that smoke when you're out long, right? You get out to the barrel and you throw the smoke from that position. But I think they've thrown it from inside the hut or even outside of the hut, and he's seen it in the sky, thought it was a flash, looked down, bosh, bosh, dead. So if we can catch that, that'd be really nice. If not, understand.
That's actually a really good name for a Tech 9.
Bosh, bosh.
Bosh, bosh, dead. Quite like that.
Yeah, drop me a bosh, bosh, dead.
Yeah, can I have the bosh, bosh?
And they will be dead. So that's not a rifle round, but we do have it. All right, let's take a look. You can see how that one unfolded for poor little Stair. So here it is.
Yep.
So, was it a flash?
No, it was the smoke, but he immediately
looks straight down.
Yeah, you can't zoom in on it. You ain't got the magnifying spectacles.
Well, my eyes aren't great, so I'm going to take your word for it. But again, not a rifle round, paiN.
Oh, God's sake, it continues. This is a rifle round. I can say that. Albeit with NQC still on that scout, unable to get the full zoom banger out. Wait, could he have? He could have.
But you won with this. I guess you're not going to throw it away.
Yeah, fine, fair enough. You're still spotting the doors. You're doing your job.
Oh, well placed nade.
Perfectly timed.
Stair's going aggressive long again. They really want to joust with Katowice.
Flash this time from the T side. There's a little bit of a role reversal. Stair the one blinded off as Katowice gets a taste of revenge. But,
I was going to highlight they're doing the same smoke as Na'Vi over towards short, but that one right there, 2 of them are dead. This is a rifle round.
Yeah, that's a horrible way for it to go down for Device. Can't really fault Stare, but the equalizing frag didn't come through, and that's kind of resulted in what should be a gimme now, right? Going around on the way.
Yabby.
What, 1v4? Big Uzera lingers doors, but the rest of them are about to hit his sight.
But Stound and Katie are rotating over.
That's not what you needed. Clean shot from Snow.
That's tough.
He nails it.
All right, well, Big Uzera has heard those steps, the dismount of the boost on the toolbox, and now the hunt is being called. NQZ would love to be able to get this AWP over towards long, but so would the Danes. Shadow, as Stound will at least deal with one, gets the AWP, and gets away. Davideus is having a thought of a look.
Yeah. You had to go. NQZ is getting flashed into the doors. And thinks twice about taking any further fights.
All right, well, quickly with the finances, Stound can drop the up to Device, buy himself an M4. Device can drop an M4 as well.
Yeah, it sounded like it.
So there should be more than enough. I think we just have maybe Stare operating with an MP9 or Cadian. Actually, it'd have to be Stare as the long anchor. The other question would have been Yabby, but I don't think he's taking an MP9, I'll tell you that much, as long peak on the agenda.
It's a tough choice to make as an AWP, but when that nade lands at your toes, you stick around and take the full brunt of the damage, but on the off chance they swing, it would have been a rewarding trade. Instead, NQZ has to operate for the rest of round 6, 44.
We're still trying to harass this default spread, so Katie with the timing towards the Xbox. Nade and spam, doesn't find anything. Device playing the 50 line. Now, I've seen Davideus deal with this before. He knows that if he clears this line and forces the AWP off, a player likes to play on the elevator box. Watch him come up and clear it. I've seen him do it before.
Yeah, he's certainly cooking that pre-aim, and just as he does, Stound thinks twice.
Yeah, very diligent. I'm almost positive it was in the Na'Vi demo I was watching.
Right.
It's a wonderful play. That angle got forced off, and then I think it was Imma on the box who got bopped.
There's a lot of pressure on the A defenders now after knowing short has been occupied, and now they even an extra layering of a smoke wall.
Might have to be retake. If they execute out short, Device can't really challenge this.
Oh, the flash, well timed. He's not going to be caught out, exposed in the smoke, but Big Uzera still occupies it.
It's a fake. They're not going A. Caden's going to hear this.
Yeah, he does. He's got a good idea as to what's going on. We'll spot the barrel of Big Uzera, but it's Yabby this time the same position. Different result. Gets both. Shuts them down. paiN Gaming repelled. Davideus gives it a look in 15 seconds. There was an AWP there, but not anymore. Yabby 3. Astralis 4.
Very nice hold this time round from Yabby as Davideus wants to hold on to the AWP. Noted and goes down before time. So that's a positive, but a very nice round. And the key there was the timing of that mid-doors smoke. You can see Big Uzera wanted to be quite a lurky boy against, well, the ones who have that namesake, and denied. Then they fake Cat. They go to drop back. Cadian's close. Here's the steps. Knows it's going to be B. Yabby gets the heads up and locks it down.
Wonder if those mid-smokes are kind of a response to Big Uzera's penchant for mid-push. Talked about it multiple times. Dust2 for paiN.
Well, there's some frustrations from Big Uzera.
Well, probably because he didn't get a chance to walk through the doors that were constantly smoked and flashed.
He just had a lot to say. The thing is, in that, you would want to be frustrated at them or yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe you wanted your team to commit towards short, but that wasn't the call, quite clearly. Well, this time he's out. Quite early.
Device holding the mid-cross, so that's an alternative approach.
This is such a deep clear. Device is also coming back, so with the AWP, there's absolutely no way. It will have to be Cadian.
Peek simultaneously, Cadian gets away, and there it is. The bait pulls him into the crosshairs of Device. Now they go back to middle.
Yeah, I guess that's the default. Hey, we lose our opening pick. Let's just try and split B. Katowice is rotating the long way round, back through T-spawn to meet up with Snow. NQZ is going to come through upper tunnels as well. There's smokes on Snow and NQZ. They could get a door smoke in, a back plat or site molly.
Big Uzera will have relayed that he put cadiaN low.
And right now, the rotation point is Stout, who'll have to get through Davideus. Stair could push long, but he will miles away, and then Device has the AWP. Door smoke, there it is. Back site molly, cadiaN can get one. That's crisp.
And he's still alive and kicking. Stout does beat out Davideus, and it all comes up Astralis. They made that look way easier than I anticipated.
Yeah, that's the difference of the Molotov placement. If it lands back site, cadiaN is so low that he potentially burns down. He's in the open. They go back plat, which is curious because, well, maybe they're assuming the AWP was there. But speaking of AWPs, they're going to try and run him down after time. That one hurts. NQZ, 1,600 smackaroos to work with, and Astralis are taking control. 5-2, 3 rounds to the good. What needs to be an eco, the smile on the face. cadiaN, not a comedian, but either way, people are having a good time in Denmark right now.
God, I mean, put yourself in paiN Gaming shoes here. You're staring at your money. You're running around with, what, a Deagle and a P250?
And one of your playmakers and your in-game leader is 0-6.
Yeah, on a must-win map.
And your last 2 series back-to-back, you've looked flat. You've looked uninspired. Conversations, who's the best team in Brazil? Well, paiN, I think, were the ones at the top of the chart. Furia, well, they're the ones locked in for the top 16, stage 2. paiN could be joining MIBR.
He does stabilize. Takes down Big Uzera before he's found by NQZ. Spotted 2 top. Doesn't need to overcommit to that palm fight, but smoke out from cadiaN gives him some freedom and some liberties to be taken on long. paiN Gaming group up and start their charge. Oh, the AWP has arrived just in time. This shot from Device. They're closing the gap. Yeah, be good for the track. There's nothing here. 6th round secured. Team Ace once more.
This is getting very problematic now.
A 6-6 half still available. It just doesn't feel realistic from what paiN have shown us so far. Big Uzera needs to start hitting some shots. A single frag still eluding him. I wonder how much damage is he? Having one of those games? Yeah, 300 damage, not a single kill.
Can you do me a favor? Can you go take my mouse isn't working correctly right now. Can you look at the scoreboard and see in the last 3 rounds how many players stayed alive? So what was it? 1, 2, 1.
Yeah.
That's the death. So that's the problem right now for paiN is gun rounds are lacking, and now there's at least a residual buy built for Astralis, not counting saves. Oh, and they're playing 4 long, and they're going long.
Oh, this could be a car crash. Can't look away. cadiaN. Oh, he goes down easy. Nice from Davideus. He gets past him. There's 2 more where that came from. And it's Stair and Yabi with just 1 each. That's a quick way to conclude. Round 9, it's all fallen apart for Astralis. You're in the right place, but can't find the right result.
Yeah, good stuff from Davideus. So Big Uzera does get a kill as well. And that should be that. Device is, well, he's already backed way off. He is not going to, well, look at that. We got delivery of a mouse immediately. I don't know if the mouse is the problem. No, all I know is when I was hovering the mouse over my scoreboard, it wasn't working as intended.
Misbehaving.
Yeah, so it could need a reboot. That tends to be, you know, the problems to fix. That's about to be 6-3. As just mentioned, however, another one of those is going to be necessary. Thank you very much.
Residual cash. Aplenty.
That needs a reboot. But at least I've got 2 mice now.
That's cool. It's more than I have.
1 for each hand. Anyway, if you guys are wondering about what's going on the B stream, you're here.
Haven't checked.
So what you want to know is what's going on the A stream.
Yeah, what's happening over there?
And I'm not going to tell you because I want you to go and get a happy surprise. Well, I want you to go and get a surprise.
Surprise.
It depends on which team you're a fan of. Are you a Wildcard fan or are you a Liquid fan?
Do you think, like just in your kind of head canon,
My head cannon.
in your head canon, do you think anyone watches games wearing the jersey of the team they're supporting? Like,
Yes.
like football fans?
100%.
Yeah?
Especially G2 fans, FaZe fans, Na'Vi fans,
They throw on the
Vitality
jersey game day.
I guarantee it.
Okay. Could you, and if you are one of those jersey wearers that Chad promises me exists, let me know. You know, it's game day, you wake up, you have your shower, and you're like, okay, it's a G2 jersey day. Or it's an Astralis jersey day.
Or it's a New Jersey day.
They have one of them every single day.
Ooh, free extinguish.
Extinguish, I like that.
Can edge as well.
Cheeky, does Stout not expect it? Oh, that's a hell of a shot.
Now we're cooking.
Katowice, that is really swish. Hits the instant headshot adjustment on the swinging player. Cleans up long.
And this double AWP setup won't even get an opportunity to function. Might just be another save.
Just like that.
How patient is KD? And NQZ will need to get out from Greenbox top mid. Someone has to do something at some point. That I can guarantee.
It's my kind of analysis. I love that.
If KD and Scopes again, Davideus going to hear this.
Does that mean Katowice starts to take some liberties? They smoke the cross. They don't have the bomb. Oh, hello. Lovely shot. But Device will punish.
Crossing into A, however, Katowice the hero.
Yeah, you should have this one. Bob-omb is coming as well. Won't be able to get across without a smoke. Katowice on for an ace. As he cleans up a third, taps out Device. Jobs are good. And
being diligent about this. Bomb thrown across. Katowice will have to plant that one in. Davideus has dealt with the rotations back. And Snow's going to head towards tunnels. So boxed in Arcadian and Yabby, and that's a rifle round.
that's a rifle round, and that's back-to-back long takes, being very successful for paiN Gaming.
That one was a bit more tiered. I liked it, right? The smoke towards the blue bin, so the blue bin molly could not achieve its goal. The late flash, the swoop, the crisp shots. And Astralis, again, are yet to get a victory on this map with this roster. So for paiN, they should have some confidence. And if they start playing their game like they have been doing in the last couple, there's no reason they can't snatch this away and take us to the third and decider. Katowice! That's the ace!
That's fair play. That might be one of the best rounds I've seen from Katowice. Just the mechanics of it, the fluidity to it.
Crisp. On a hunt as well. So it's not as flashy because the round was already won, but still you'll take it. You'll add that one into your catalog.
Yeah, I mean, this first one was great. Second, just as clean, and then taking down Device after he removed your AWP.
Yeah, good shooting.
Yeah.
Oh, headshots, huh?
Fair play.
Nice round. That's going to inspire some confidence. Down to the pistols now, Astralis.
And it's only a flashbang to be concerned about for paiN Gaming. No stress. And that 6-6 we discussed, you know, we said it was still available, but didn't look likely from what paiN was showing us. Well, they have started to turn it around. Abby picks up Davideus' AK. Won't have much more to say, though, as they are slipping into that wide open B bomb site one at a time. Does catch show up one on the way out. Last round of this second half, oh sorry, first half of our second map.
Worst possible result for poor Wildcard as well. So, that one stinks.
Yeah.
Tough.
You never really forget a 30-0, I imagine.
No. Well,
As a player.
I got 16-0'd a couple of times. I've forgotten
You
about
remember?
them.
Yeah? I don't believe you. I think they're just going to stay there. They just kind of burrow deep into your subconscious.
Well, if you're just joining us from the mainstream, welcome. Map number 1 was dominant from Astralis on their choice of Inferno. paiN looking uninspired. Early stages of this one, not looking too good for paiN either, but the last patch has come alive. And, well, as we head into round number 12, triple AWPs. I guess one mid, one long, one over towards B to catch them jumping up plat, or is it the firing squad?
Okay.
With the way they're postured, I think it's going to be a bit more pick heavy.
Just 2 orbs. Firing off shots. No one's going to connect, but they have a go.
Well, if Yabby tries to jump up plat... Oh, never mind. NQZ went lower.
Because Eris kept hold of his for a moment longer. There it is. Just going to be NQZ taking his into the 92nd round. And Cadian going to get crouch peaked. Damadeus down. Ooh, important trade. A brave one. NQZ goes no scope. Oh, hey, shot! Catches Yabby on the response.
Well, they're running into B. They know it's empty. Cadian dead. Yabby dead.
Fair. Good call. Who's going to be there? Down just in time on the cross, but the molly might force him forward. He's got a decision to make. He's smoked and mollied. Do they want to fight? Katowice does. Controls the spray. Traded out. 2v2.
Both could quickly head through tunnels here, but those steps... now the shift key hit.
Yeah, okay, double molly, or an incendiary molly for the pedants.
So one car and maybe one back plat. Need to wait for these smokes to fade. Astralis would love 7 at the halftime break.
That's a good place, molly. That's going to force a fight. You burning. Big Uzera and Snow convert it. What a way to recover Dust2. They were in trouble, in jeopardy, on the ropes, but 4 consecutive keeps the dream alive for a 3rd map for paiN Gaming versus Astralis. One final seat at the table for stage 2. This is the last day of stage 1. IEM Katowice. Second map and real kind of a dramatic scenes at the tail end of that half on Dust2. It felt like Astralis were in full control, pistol and conversions. It was all coming up Denmark. And then the Brazilians had something to say about it. We have seen a resurgence, a 6-6 half dead even.
And a couple of moments where it's showing there's more than hope in the server for paiN. There's some follow through. The late explosion out long. kadian with an 8 at the toes, but then the go.
Okay, slightly belated, arriving now. 4 versus 2 on lock. Good start for the CTs. Device cut down and on the way back. No punish. It's not the perfect weapon, but it works. Big Uzera thrust into the mud by the Glock connections of Stare.
There's no flash. They're just going to have to fight.
Oh, and he fight, he shout. Katowice, a clean click, finishes off what his teammates started. Stow now joins Device, watching from the sidelines. Molly from Stare will limit their options, forced into the fight. Yabi taps, removes another, lining it up, and headshots found. Everyone down, it's just Amadeus. Quiet day on the office on Dust2, but that can change. That can change right here, and now can't connect. Yabi can, double kill for him and Stare to get that pistol converted, or rather pistol, yeah, converted.
Yeah, looking to find the conversion.
Thank you.
Up next, and that is both pistols for Astralis, a feat that they could not find on their map choice, but always found the Force. So again, another step for this 5-man Astralis roster picking up their first victory on Dust2. And what a way to do it, 2-0 over the Brazilians to lock yourself in for the top 16. paiN Force.
Katowice frag, Katowice double. Oh, they needed that from Stare. He has saved them from what could have been a very quick second round. Fair play to Katowice. He's definitely brought his A game to this Dust2.
Still slightly tough because of the NQZ scout playing on the cusp of the smoke. Oh, the flash is perfect. Forces him off the line. Now they can take that pit control.
Yeah, Device is going to get himself in there. So we are going to have a head-to-head scout v scout. Ooh, spotted now. Didn't drop into the pit. Takes another pot shot. Into the legs. Device down to half. And trying to walk up on this is kadian, trying to close that gap, close that distance. Missed shot from NQZ, won't get many more chances. kadian makes sure of it. Headshot found, man advantage as well for Astralis, ensuring they can cross safely. Amadeus has this sight line. It's going to be a hard one shot to the head, and he hasn't been able to hit it. Now smoked off, but the Gandalf contribution is there. Snow pulls us into a 2 versus 2.
Hang out to dry. Amadeus has left him.
Yeah, and he would be hard-pressed to disrupt that plant. Cover is there. Oh, Device takes a heavy lick. If Snow can somehow kill kadian, it's on a silver platter for a crazy clutch. kadian surely has to play this one safe. Device trying to provide some chip damage, brings Snow low, closing the distance. kadian lives on, and they will survive the night despite Katowice and Snow's best efforts.
Another massive round. That's the Force by dealt with. This means 9 for Astralis should be all but theirs. Just need to grasp it. paiN will have to take the eco. But Katowice, he's the one that's really started to put in a bit of a shift to help the boys out. Impactful round, it did end in an ace, but it was the triple kill out towards long. Amadeus, sure, he does only have 5 kills, but he had a round where he came out long, got the double kill. Big U0 was 0 and 6 at one point. But paiN, in these last 2 series, Gamer Legion, now Astralis, they just haven't looked themselves. It's been a little bit flatter. This is the start of a new year. It's the addition of Amadeus. We were talking about it when they took down VP, that it was the 1-2 punch. Those two are the playmakers. Amadeus complimenting Big Uzera, and Device, the AK at range, giving Katowice a taste of his own medicine, rips off his head.
Oh, you can, I mean, from NQC's perspective, see how little of them he gets to see. Before he's deleted, the tip of the head, takes heavy licks, kadian finds Snow. That's not bad. Big Uzera, double dink out the USP, puts Yabi down. It's down, clears out Car. And from behind, kadian's even threatening from CT. So yeah, comfortable on the eco, 9-6. Let's get the guns out.
Well, the Kings of another day looking to take the final seat at the table. Just 4 more rounds necessary. Liquid locking in that 15th spot with a 2-0 victory over Wildcard.
I mean, that felt compulsory for Liquid, considering.
Been a lot of 2-0s today. Actually, been a lot of 2-0s that we've covered. Going straight into a B execute.
Okay, well, I mean, that's brave. Snow, no slouch.
Extinguish and go. They're coming in. Flash need to be good.
Oh, it's a great flash device. Perfectly timed, but Davideus, another double.
Still locked out. Plenty of util to hold them at the door while the bomb goes down. The key of this is Big Ysera in through T-spawn. Will he be considered?
Yeah, Yabi.
I don't see a kit.
Oof. A lot of resources going to be pumped into this with a 10-second defuse ahead of you. 3 heading in towards the doors. Yabi, has he considered this?
Just now.
Has perfectly timed. And he doesn't even focus on the M4. He focuses on the round, the task at hand.
They're saving.
Job done.
The fact that he's picked that timing, he sat waiting for lower. Nothing comes, turns around. Big Ysera worrying about upper tunnels. And that pesky MAC-10 just walks on in, rips off his head, levels it up 3v3, and gives 10 rounds to Astralis.
We talk about it, don't we? You know, we talk about your internal timings, your internal clock. Whether or not that played a part in that, I don't know. But players, they just have this sixth sense for it, you know, just through reps.
And that's a finishing blow in my books. This is an old school approach. You see a lot of teams starting to do this as the molly gets down to the last few ticks. You go for the extinguish as long as the flashes are good. The CTs don't see it coming. Still prepared, still got the first. But from that, it all fell apart. Once the smokes are in, you're locked out.
Yeah. I mean, seeing it from Snow's perspective, right, there's... what more can you do? The flash was just so perfect. He was on that like double stack angle that he's supposed to be able to pull away from, but just too quick.
I wonder what the discussion's like for Astralis in this 30 seconds, because I feel like paiN probably just wants to continue to bowl them over with momentum. But you know they saved, so it is going to be a buy yet again, and they need to scrap for this. So I'm going to be curious to see what tempo Astralis come out the gates with. That device AWP versus NQZ. Might get a head-to-head early. Oh no.
Long? Just Katowice here. Oh, he's so dead. He needs help.
I think the spam gives it away that there's a bit more than he had intended on the other side, and now they could just set up this classic Na'Vi from 2020. Smoke cross, molly car, bait out the CT util. It doesn't matter that you're boxed in. Oh, careful. Careful indeed. Give device another chance like that.
Second smoke. Yabi starts his crawl, starts his approach, safe from the initial break. And he's past Katowice's line of sight. The back is turned and it actually goes down empty-handed. Brutal, dinked up stare. Yabi's gotten across. Oh, messy spray. Nade will finish the job, or rather the flames. NQZ brings him down. Bomb has gotten close to the A site. It's just down that's managed to make it across. Now the smoke has faded. They didn't. Ooh, lose another. Rough.
Save. Such a miserable feeling when the game feels like it's done. You want to contest for something, and how many better opportunities are you going to get? Well, a 2v4. They're not up for the task. And just taking a look, reflecting on the opening duels, it's not that it's one-sided. It's just that one man has got the lion's share. That's Katowice. He's 1 out 5 out of the 8 he's been involved within. And he has been a key factor, 16 kills, had a couple of impactful rounds himself, but paiN does appear we will be losing another Brazilian team. MRBR fell just before this paiN, the same fate in likely 2 rounds' time.
Yeah, I mean, you were bang on when you talked about, you know, this discussion about the best Brazilian team. Of course, that's a luxury to be having a conversation. It's a sign of a very competent region, but paiN were at the tip of most people's tongues. But with Furia getting through to the second stage, of course, keep our eyes on how they fare in that second stage. If they can take down some of the big wigs, that would be changing the conversation even further.
Oh, for sure. And I think that the mood is at an all-time high for Astralis. There's been a lot of misery with this roster. I was going to say recent times, yeah. But how long do you want to extend that definition? Let's say the last couple of years. Obviously, paiN brought in to take over the in-game leadership realms from Device, who thought he'd step up to the plate. paiN then having to become a rifler/secondary AWPer. And rejoining with Yabi and Stown was always going to be an odd conversation. But to go from stage 1 to stage 2 after, well, a tough opening day. Remember, it was that MIBR game where they made so many mistakes, a bit of a wake-up call, a shake to reality of, hey, we can't be pushing mid on Ancient against an Eco. We can't be taking these rounds against Hero AK so lightly. We have to play team-based Counter-Strike. And we're seeing that now, the Danes with some smiles on the faces, and understandably so. This has been a very strong showing over 2 maps.
Oh,
tagged each other.
Actually, an equivalent exchange. Zera called over.
They're going late out long. They're really going to Katowice. He's been good. He needs to be great.
Yeah, he has no support here. So, yeah, the long anchor has got his work cut out for him.
So watch this. They're going to come at the doors and Device will cover corner. So Cadian's going to throw some util. The Rifles will team out, having to clear close, and then Device will just post up.
Whose job is it to clear this corner then? One of the two of them. Was down. Katowice 2. Whoa, good wallbang. Good work from Cadian, at least to find the response. You can't let him go unpunished for something like that.
But he's been great again.
Hasn't he? I mean, look at his score.
Every time he gets tested, or at least more often than not.
He's the highest fragger in the server at an 11-6 scoreline.
Well, he's given them something to work with, but this B bomb site's going to be tough to break. NQZ has to hit at least 1. He's in the perfect position to do so. 1 should be a guarantee for an AWPer.
Yeah, most definitely.
Unless
you uncrouch straight into an enemy who... Ooh, he's missed his chance. Yeah, that's a nasty way
That's not good enough.
Hang on. Never mind.
Oh, no.
Davideus, he just gets there, but straight into the crosshairs of Yabi.
Look, you can't save again, boys. You have to go for something.
Okay, best case scenario, you're using that HE to break.
There goes one.
For a double nade instead. No one's home. Okay, they're in trouble. Device has their doors. And not anymore. Good find from Snow. A bit late from Device. This is hang on. A little threatening. Snow can't close. Yabi brings him down. That's a quad kill out of Yabi.
Nice, boys.
That's after Katowice gets them 2 opening kills, having an anchor long on his own, and 3 players coming his way. I don't like to highlight players in that fashion, but NQZ really has to get 1 kill. He didn't get mollied. He didn't get flashed. He just missed.
And Yabi did it. Big round out of Yab.
Oh, this is it, Alex.
Yep.
B tunnels, they go B tunnels.
Yeah, I mean, especially for Katowice from his perspective, when he's putting in, you know, a real solid day at the office. And it's for survival. You know, this is for the next stage of a competition. This is the big tournament that starts the year. You want to be there. You want to be stage 2. You want to be getting close to the Spodek, the stage.
Especially if you want to start making steps in that direction. You're getting respect on your name. You go up against Astralis, who's embattled.
Yeah.
And now they're making you look foolish.
Well, not Katowice, but maybe.
You win as a team, you lose as a team.
All right, fair.
But other than the major, this is the big event of the season. Everybody wants to be in the Spodek.
They're out mid, and Snow and Davideus could have their work cut out for them. Katowice. No! He's done it again! The Katowice double! It's just a guarantee at this point, I suppose. What an angle he's gone for there. That's like unique. Perfectly timed.
How does this one go wrong? Oh, it can't. Device looks like he's going to be saving. Surely.
Wow.
He's backed off to spawn. They have more than enough money to go for a buy. So if you could do some damage, or actually your worst case is giving over another AWP and them setting up a bit of a blue wall.
Katowice has the same amount of kills as NQZ, Big Uzera, and Davideus combined.
Oh dear, Yabi. There's a kill available. And if he had an extra 5 seconds, could have tried to leg it. And the support network on the way. Time expires. Round thrown on the board. But unfortunately, that is the first this half.
Yeah.
Well, it was late. They kind of helped him out there a bit, didn't they? The bullets coming through, giving him a bit of a sight line. but still great from Katowice yet again. But to touch on the point I was just about to make, paiN activated late in the first half of this map.
Yeah.
How late is too late?
Well, if they waited until one more Astralis round, it would be too late. Bang. And Cadian has drawn first blood. Big Uzera, another opening death handed his way. Katowice, he's not playing scared whatsoever. He's backing himself. Deep, long doors, Molotov will force them back. But that opening kill from Cadian has got paiN Gaming on their heels. Backs into a corner now. They must convert this man disadvantage or this is their last round in IEM Katowice. Yeah, but he makes audible steps and considering the crisscross, or simply just playing for that information.
He's just going to keep two players on B. Davideus and Snow cannot help out Katowice.
What can he do?
Oh!
Okay, he can do a lot, actually. He can hit an instant one tap. His teammate chips in. Davideus trying as hard as he can. Still 3 versus 2 now. NQZ there from long. Catches the cross of Stown. NQZ, maybe a nade to provide some support, some extra damage. Yeah, Katowice falls, though.
One will go down. 2v2 post plant.
Okay, NQZ noted on long. It's Cadian versus Davideus, and Davideus, he's gonna give it a good go. Up to stair, what can you do? Weathers the flames, tucks in, knows that there's Davideus from short side, hoping to be overlooked here, but he's exposed, and NQZ coming in from long. He's actually been allowed to get to car chat. This suddenly has a bit more to it. He's not clearing him! Okay, clutch is available! Can stair send paiN home?
Smoke on the bomb.
Smoke on the bomb. He's just going to hold it. He's just going to hold it. You better hit that one-tap stair. Not even trying. paiN Gaming extend play. Davideus clutches up. Just 4 more of them.
And Katowice again is the one who grabs the kill as they come teaming out of bridge. Snaps a neck. Stays alive. Big Uzera, he's looking a bit frantic. He's having a real tough go of things. Traditionally, the in-game leader who we're praising for his impact has been able to find very, very little. Needs to be able to calm himself, get himself back into this game. It's 4 rounds now. The buy's still there for the Danes. Cobbling together what they can are paiN. An AWP out for NQZ once more.
Well, it was 6-2 and they got 4 in a row. But asking a whole lot more here. 6 consecutive rounds demanded of paiN Gaming. Now just 4.
Good long spawn for Stair, but he's the only one. So I'm curious, do they want to try and send him out? What's he going to have to tussle with on the other side? Davideus has the best long spawn for the CTs. He's actually going to be starting towards A alongside of Big Uzera and Katowice.
Stair, eyes on the floor, avoids the first flash, gets across to blue, and the push is coming through! Good flashes again! The paiN Gaming boys set themselves up for success.
That is the 8th opening kill going in the favor of Katowice in this map.
Really? 8. Got them on his shoulders right now.
Well, that's set them up to break the finances of Astralis. 2,400 is the loss bonus going into the next. Obviously, saves will be a conversation if we get there, but with 1:20 on the clock, stunted towards long, a number disadvantage, Astralis have to retool, regather, and try and manufacture a pick. Device looking to bear up catwalk with the AWP in hand. Has Yabi with the bomb not too far behind. Stown in through lower tunnels, and Cadian now the tail of that creeping up cat. Now the fact that the AWP isn't playing A is actually a positive for Astralis in their execute. They won't have to worry about the AWP being game helper.
It's a well-timed HE, puts Cadian and Device down.
3 smokes available for this.
A little lower.
I think they're going to full commit. This is a goose molly that's being lined up. Or is it Ram?
Well, not anymore. I got blocked.
Okay, well, cancel that. It's a fake anyway. They're pivoting back for a mid to beat. Boys, are you going for this? 27 seconds. You got to get a hustle on.
They are giving it a go. CT smoke.
Snow's only got the MP9.
Okay, you got to go through a smoke or wait for that incendiary. Oh, death on Katowice. 12 seconds.
They're saving. They're saving.
Away. They actually just give it up. Get out of there. Run away. Flee. and have another go in round 22.
All right, wow. You can see Katowice is in Terminator mode right now. He is just like, I'm going through. I don't care what's on the other side. Give him to me.
Well, I mean, you're on elimination point. You've been there for, what, 3 now? 3 rounds you've survived. He had this in his head, you know, you can see, oh, I can hear just Snow saying, oh, they're through, they're planning.
Oh, dear.
Not on his watch, not on his watch, not today.
All right, well, because of those saves, it's a full buy again. Money not broken.
Trying again is Stare. Will there be a Katowice entry? It's Snow that's the time to receive them. Katowice is there to help, but he's gone down empty-handed. Snow looking to make up for it, but he's lost his life after 1. Big Uzera scared to lose his life. It would have been a 4v2 if he overcommitted. So long foregone. Block smoke thrown out by the CTs. They'll have to respect that for a moment. I tell a lie. Actually, Stown just strides straight through it. Not scared at all.
Could just cross. No one's playing sight. That's the last HE.
Perfect timing to be pausing.
And once they get across, they can molly off short.
Yeah, that's the new incendiary. He can still slip past that. NQZ is holding with the knowledge of that. Oh, great shot just on the head of Stown. That's all he could see. Removes the balaclava from the Dane. Makes it a 3-on-3. Big Uzera looks like a nade destined for damage. Just a bit too high. Okay, nade will do some damage, but the bomb will go down. cadiaN chunked. 3 versus 3, paiN a must-win retake if they want to stick around here at the Intel Extreme Masters. Davideus walking in, spots out at least 2, but oh, he's lost his life. NQZ finds an immediate trade. Device catching this push through the smoke. It falls to NQZ. He's a dead man! And Astralis eliminate them. paiN Gaming sent home in stage 1. It's Astralis that survived to see the second stage. Top 16 of Katowice secure.
And solid Counter-Strike 2-0 in the column. And what a time to get their first victory on Dust2. Hard fought from Katowice, an attempt to buy his team back into their map choice.